Hey, well, good morning, everybody. It is Coach RJ, and I am the CEO and founder of the Impact You movement. And really, our whole goal, our whole objective, our whole aim, our whole mission is to educate, to encourage, and to empower people with the tools necessary so that they can live out the best version of themselves. Man, I am so fired up. It is Wednesday, and every Wednesday morning, so part of our educating and encouraging and empowering people with the tools necessary, part of that entails me hopping on every Wednesday morning from 8 to 8:15 Eastern Standard Time to bring to you what I like to call a moment of impact. And the reason why we do this every Wednesday morning is because we have no idea what happened, Sunday through Tuesday. We don't know how the week began for you, but if we can make an impact in your life on Wednesday, then we have an opportunity to change the trajectory of the remaining portion of our week. And listen, I'm fired up because it is Wednesday. And man, when I look around here in Florida, man, it is so beautiful outside. And more than anything, it's another day that we have been given. And I say it all the time, that anytime you wake up and there's not a white chalk outline around your body, hey, it's a great day to be alive. Listen, I want to share with you something. Years ago, I attended a leadership summit in Atlanta, Georgia. And Andy Stanley, many of you all know him, but for those of y'all who don't, Andy Stanley serves as the senior pastor of the North Point Community Church in Georgia. And this weekend, he happened to be the keynote speaker. And I was excited because I'd been listening to several of his sermons and his podcasts and, some different things that he had been sharing for years. And so this weekend, because it was a leadership summit, he was speaking into the lives of the leaders that were there. And so this particular weekend, he spoke on vision and plans. And that particular day, he said something that it really left an indelible mark on my life. And I'll never forget what he said. And here's one of the statements that he made that really gripped my heart. He said these words. He says, plans always change. Listen to me carefully. He says, plans always change, but vision remains the same. I want to say that one more time. He said, plans always change, but vision remains the same. And this is something that all of us need to make sure that we allow to grab our hearts. And what he was simply saying, and I guess the best way that I can sum it up is to give you an example. Last week, my family and I, actually a couple of weeks ago, we had made the decision that we're going to go back to Little Rock, travel back to Little Rock because we've moved to Florida. We're going to travel back to Little Rock to visit, her mother, Shannon's mother, my mother, because we missed Mother's Day with them. Had a nephew graduating, had some other business there, wanted to see our family and friends. And at some point, during our trip there, we would have to get on I-40 and head west. And it is the interstate that you take to come from Memphis to Arkansas, or Memphis, it's a bridge that you cross to come from Tennessee to Arkansas. So our vision was to go to Arkansas. But because they are repairing the bridge, we had to alter our plan. We had to alter our route to get to Arkansas. Now notice our vision, our ultimate destination to get to Arkansas, that didn't change. But the plan or the route that we had to take to get to where we're ultimately trying to go, that had to change. Just because we changed our plans, here's the thing, it didn't alter our vision of getting to Little Rock. And this morning, I titled our moment of impact, Take the Handcuffs Off. And the reason why I titled it that is because for many of you all that are listening to me, you have a clear and compelling vision. So vision is not something that you yourself struggle with, or the people that you're surrounded by. You guys don't struggle with vision. You know what you're wanting to accomplish. So the struggle is not what is my vision. because you know what you're wanting to accomplish. You know what your objective is. You know where you're headed. But the struggle for many of you all that are listening to me is that you won't let go of your plans to get there. I'll say it again. Plans change all the time, but your vision remains the same. And what I'm simply saying is that far too many of us have handcuffed our vision. Listen to me carefully. We've handcuffed our vision, or the vision for our life, to a plan or to plans that need to be changed. And the sad reality is this: too many of us are not getting where we need to go. Too many of you all are not getting where you're supposed to go. Too many are giving up on their vision because you have tied your vision to a set of plans that are no longer relevant to where you're trying to go. Wow. I'll say amen like I would if I was in church. I want to say it one more time, and I want to slow down because I want to make sure that you grasp it this morning. Too many of you all are not getting where you're supposed to go. You're not accomplishing, you're not any closer to seeing your vision become a reality. And here's the reason why: because you have tied your vision to a set of plans that are no longer relevant to where you are trying to go. And anytime you handcuff your vision to a set of plans that are no longer relevant to where you're trying to go, it stifles the progress that you are making or that you're trying to make. It prevents you ultimately from accomplishing your clear and compelling vision. So you have to stop and ask yourself, why am I so handcuffed to these plans? And I was reminded of a situation that me and my sister, one of my big sisters, Kay, we talked. I mean, it's been probably 10 years ago. We're talking about how we challenge each other. All right, Roosevelt. All right, Kay. Who's going to be the first millionaire in the family? In other words, she says, listen, I bet you that I'll become a millionaire before you do. Right? Like that was a bet that we had. And at the time, I was a part of a network marketing group. And I was like, yo, no big deal, because that was my plan. My plan was to utilize the network marketing group to become a millionaire. Well, here's the thing. That particular group I was a part of, that particular company, that was only for a season of my life. My goal, my vision of becoming a millionaire is still a reality. But the truth is, if I had put all of my eggs in the basket of the network marketing organization, I would not be any closer to becoming a millionaire, because that was for only a season of my life. And for many of you all, gosh, you have handcuffed your vision to a set of plans that were only for a season of your life. That was a plan to get you so far. That was a plan to get you from A to B. There's a different set of plans to get you from B to C and C to D and so on and so forth. But if you don't wake up and realize that your plans are irrelevant to where you're trying to go as far as your vision is concerned, you'll never accomplish your vision. So here's the thing about your plans. Just a couple things I want to give you, and I'm hoping that you have pen and paper, because I never want to meet with my Impact You family and never leave you with some nuggets that you can actually implement into your life. So here's a few things that you need to know about your plans. Number one, your plans, they have to be flexible. Yeah, your plans, they have to be flexible. I'll say it again. You cannot be so handcuffed to a set of plans and risk not accomplishing your vision. Oh, well, this is what I said I was going to do. That's fine. That's fine. Listen, traveling from Florida to California, there are a number of different ways. We can drive, that's a plan. Or we can drive halfway, then we can get out and we can catch a flight. That's a different set of plans. You've got to be flexible with your plans. And unfortunately, some of us, Or some of you all that are listening to me, you live in a space of rigidity where if it's not done this way, if I don't dot this I or cross this T, then it's not going to happen. Squash that. You got to be willing to be flexible, because it is in your flexibility that you will see your vision get closer and closer to you. So not only with your plans do you have to be flexible. Here's something else with your plans. With your plans, you have to be fearless, right? You got to be fearless. Not only flexible, but you got to be fearless. I was driving home yesterday, and this is crazy. The signs that are overhead that tell you're headed to Sanford or Little Rock or whatever city you're in. The signs. I saw something that, man, it blew my mind. There was a bird that built a nest on top of a sign. Now, if you just imagine how high the signs are, that's like weird. Like, why are you building it on top of a sign? But what that said to me is that particular mother was fearless, because the vision was to get their young high enough so that they'll be out of the way from other prey and other things that are trying to get them. And so for you, listen to me carefully, you got to be willing to do whatever it takes. You got to be fearless. And for many of you all, the reason why you are so handcuffed to a set of plans, because you're afraid that if you do something different, then you won't get to where you're trying to go. You're afraid to do something different because everybody else took this path to accomplish their vision. And since their vision is similar to yours, you got to take the same path. Everybody, listen to me carefully. And I want to wrap up, but listen to me carefully. Your vision may be to impact the world. Your vision may be to stand before people and impact them in a major way. But listen, everybody doesn't go to college to get a major job. Some people take the trade route. Some people don't even take the trade route. Some people hustle. Some people just, whatever it is, you got to be fearless. The last thing, so not only do you have to be flexible with your plans, you have to be fearless with your plans. But this is the last thing. You got to be willing to fight for your plans. And really, it's fighting for your vision, because the vision is where you're trying to go. The plan is, what are you doing to get there, or the steps that you're taking to accomplish your vision? What do you mean fight for your vision with regards to your plans? Here's what I mean. Everybody doesn't understand what you're trying to accomplish, and that's fine. But there are going to be people who are going to have something to say. And you all know this already, but here's what I want to drill down to. I'm not suggesting that you don't heed the wisdom of others who've gone your way. I'm not suggesting that at all, because you'd be foolish not to heed the wisdom of others who've gone the same way that you're going, trying to accomplish the things that you're trying to accomplish. But I am saying that's one set of people who operate with wisdom. But then there's another group of people who are just simply trying to get in your way. And you got to do whatever it takes to fight to get to your desired destination. I just want to let that sit for a moment. You got to fight for it. Because if you don't fight for it, nobody else is fighting for your vision. You got to fight for it. I don't care if you own a company. Yes, you can have employees, but they'll never fight for your vision as much as you fight for it, because it's your vision. I don't care what it is, but you got to fight for it. Guys, I'm done. But I just want to simply sum up and leave you with what Andy Stanley said once again. Plans change all the time, but your vision remains the same. Make the decision today to take the handcuffs off. Don't allow your vision to be sabotaged by a set of plans that are no longer relevant to where you're trying to go. Man, it's been great. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. But also, I put my YouTube link at the bottom. You can click on it. You can see any of the videos that I've done prior to today. Hey, man, you guys have a great day. And at the end of the day, make an impact. Take care.